Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Oh, my goodness. This guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Corey Seager will stride forward, currently sitting in 6th place in the race for the National League hitting crown.
And he's in the top 5 in runs scored, too, so he's a big part of this offense.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Taking the turn is Braun, heading for the plate. The relay throw, well, he is in there with a triple.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on the RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit.
In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Just a perfect swing right there. You'll see it head down, eyes right on the baseball all the way. To score that runner from third.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Hit hard towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Steve?
Well, guys, this is a power-heavy lineup. You need to stay patient and get balls up in the zone that they can drive.
Waka comes set. Here's the first pitch. Shot toward right center. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Batting sixth, first baseman
Anthony Rizzo will dig in now. And as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. This is hit the other way out toward left field. After it is Holiday. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3. Robinson Cano will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
batting eighth.
Buster Posey will stand in, and boy, look at that batting average to start off the month of April.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And that's through into center field, base hit. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time. Clayton Kershaw is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
He threw a real gem in his last game. Complete game shutout. He'll look to repeat that kind of performance here.
Number 36 is at the plate as he watches ball one. 1-0 count. Here it is. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Well, this is one of those guys that's got to keep the ball down in the strike zone. He's never going to overpower you. He just needs to use that sinking fastball and the changeup to get guys to hit the ball on the ground. Watch as this game goes along, the ground ball to fly ball ratio.
Got him. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
They need some better performances out of Brandon Moss. Well, lately, it hasn't been going his way at all. And sometimes you just have to forget about everything and go back to the basics. We'll see if he can turn it around in this one.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matt, Clyde has a bit of a reputation for rewarding pitchers that pound the bottom of the zone. Calls the game well, but we might see some strike calls below the zone that hitters aren't going to be too happy with.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. Defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Clayton Kershaw will start it out here for Milwaukee with Ryan Braun waiting on deck to follow.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, this is really turning into an onslaught now. I mean, you see it right there. 7 hits against him now. We're still just in the second inning. You want to at least give him a chance to work out of it, but at this point, I can't really see him turning this thing around.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. 1 there, on to first, and they get the double play. With a moment now, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, we're going to talk about Yadier Molina defensively. We can just get to the gold gloves. Just a multitude of those. He's so soft behind the plate. He gets his pitchers a lot.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Brewers go down quiet. Brandon Moss strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Matt Holliday will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Tap foul at home plate. Kershaw into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Trout moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Johnny Peralta will stand in, trying to keep up the hot pace as he's well over 400 here to start the year.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
First strike.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Fastball called for strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Braun has a read on it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail here 4-0. Mike Trout will stand in. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. Waka steps into his windup. First pitch on its way. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. Career homer number 149. And the Brewers have made this a 5-0 ball game.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. I mean, now that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be troubled. Heading for second is Arenado. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Time to play pitching coach. What's he doing wrong?
It's more of a question of what's he doing right. It ain't much.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And Peralta's throw is in time for out number 1. Anthony Rizzo digs in here, having earned an RBI on a sac fly in his first plate appearance. Drilled to the right side. Oh, what a stop. He goes to first. Got him.
No problem. Marvel at that play right there. I mean, if he doesn't knock this thing down, it's a run easy. But not only does he come up with the ball, but he also has the presence of mind to hit his pitcher perfectly in stride.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A 2-run shot here for Robinson Cano. 6th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now batting, catcher.
Buster Posey will dig in, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for National League catchers. Into the windup and the pitch. Lined hard toward right center, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
The batter, number 22, pitcher
Jaime Garcia is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while.
Jaime Garcia.
Clayton Kershaw will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. First offering on its way. Swing and a liner, but foul. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Holiday is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Brewers lead it 7-0. Jed Jerko will lead things off here with his guys down 7 in the early going. Steve Lyons, how do you come back from a deficit like that?
Well, I think slowly. I mean, yeah, ideally a 10-run inning would be great, but you've got time on your side. You don't need to try to get it all back at once. Just pack away. A couple runs here, a couple runs there. Get yourself into slam range. That's 4 runs down.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swung on and chopped up the middle onto first, and it's dropped. And a real mistake there. That's got to be an E3. Settling in now, Yadier Molina. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Grounded back up the middle, reined in, 1 away. Jaime Garcia stands in as the batter now, and with the runner already in scoring position and 1 away, he likely won't be bunting here. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Number 36 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hit out towards second. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Well, if this ball gets through up the middle, there's a good shot they're going to score a run right there. But you can see a nice effort here at second base to even try to get it out on that play. It'll wind up being an infield single, but at least it keeps that other runner at third base.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. He him and exhale as he. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And with that, we'll take a look at the current Milwaukee leaderboard to find that his total is currently tops on the roster in that department.
Yeah, and when a guy can post numbers like that, his teammates just expect him to produce game after game. He's a hitting machine for them.
This is line to left. Catch.
Nice.
Into the box now, Mike Trout. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store.
Ball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Piscotty looking up. Gone! A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout, giving him an even 150 as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Here's Nolan Arenado. That's popped up out towards short right field. Jerko is there for it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 52,
Yoenis Cespedes will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th. Steven Piscotty is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike two.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Grounded down the third baseline. Gloved by Arenado. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
First baseman, Brandon Moss.
Brandon Moss is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Boy, they're just hacking at everything. I mean,
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, right now he is, and he's made it look easy so far.
Matt Holliday is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Kershaw's ready, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. Anthony Rizzo heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Hit hard up the middle. That's through. Another base hit for him. He's 3 for 3.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a pick up that 4th leg next time through the order.
Stepping in, Buster Posey. He singled his last time up. Grichuk has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. The relay, and he is in there.
good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Clayton Kershaw will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The 0-1 delivery. swing and a liner, but foul. Runners are at first and third, one away. Squared that one up just a little late. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop.
The right fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hot shot on the ground is short. A dive, and he knocks it down. But the recovery is too late at first, and the run is in to score.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Corey Seager gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Slapped hard the opposite way. Holiday is under it, and he makes the catch for Johnny Peralta. Will stand in to start the taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
First walk he's given up so far, and when you combine that with just 1 hit, it's not hard to see why these guys are having a lot of trouble scoring runs.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Jed Jerko will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Oh, and he whiffs on it as it's by him at first. And he's not stopping as third base coach Jose Oquendo's waving him in. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, this is what happens when you allow that leadoff man to get on base. I thought they might hold him at third with nobody out, but he comes all the way around to score from first on the RBI double.
Kershaw comes set. Here's the first pitch. Yadier Molina is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing earlier in the game, which was getting ahead of guys and throwing a lot of strikes.
Swing and a miss on a pitch off the inside edge. It's 2-1.
Hey, when you've got the pitcher on deck, that's not a bad idea. Take a hack at something.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
That curveball needs to be down. He's gotten a little lazy with it here. Be careful.
And the count will be full. A little bouncer, but it gets foul.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, that's a good job here to plate their second run of the inning. Just a simple ground ball was all he needed, and he got the job done, playing some good small ball.
Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
sent on the ground out to second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, no errors, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete. Milwaukee leads it 10-2. Jordan Walden will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Mike Trout will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game, as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. They're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Hard liner to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, for a relief pitcher, he hasn't given him a whole lot of relief. That's back-to-back singles now since he showed up, and he's in a peck of trouble now.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Bullet back up the middle. Grichuk is there, and he has it for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Anthony Rizzo digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grichuk is there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
And that's a good job in that situation. You'd love a base hit, but hey, the bottom line is you've got to produce a run, and he did.
Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, what a play! And from his knee, got him. Boy, all arm. Rendell Grichuk will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Kershaw gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
And, you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Stephen Piscotty will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he's finding new life out there in the 6th inning as this is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Cespedes will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the 2nd out. Brandon Moss will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
He's just cutting his way right through the teeth of this order. They're not even putting up much of a fight.
Frozen on the fastball, never had a chance, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Buster Posey is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
From the stretch. Belted high and deep into right center. Piscotty going back on it, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Man, I'll tell you, it seems like all game long he's been on every pitch that he's seen. This one's no exception, and it might be his best swing so far. This just about gets out of here, and he'll wind up at second with a double off the wall.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a shot to third. And, oh, he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left. Now the throw comes quickly into the third baseman, so they're at the corners now to begin the inning.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
He's set. Here it comes. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Drives it the other way to deep right. Piscotty going back on it. Still going back. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Jonathan Broxton will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Now pitching for the Cardinals,
Corey Seager steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Broxton's ready. Here he comes 0-1. Hard liner towards short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop.
I think caution or something.
Hot shot towards the hole. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Nolan Arenado gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Holiday going back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center as this lead got even wider.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So they score 4 times on 4 base hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. Brewers are out in front, 15-2. Matt Holliday will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time.
Holliday.
David Price will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
David Price.
Into the seats, 0-1. And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
3-1 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And this is swung on and missed by Holliday as he's retired for an important first out.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch there, 3-2. Probably would have been ball 4, but I'm not sure if I could have laid off that one either.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter, second
Jed Jerko stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And as you can see, they are way behind. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Kevin Segrist will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Number 46, Kevin Segrist. Now playing second base and batting in the ninth spot. Number 5, Scooter Gennett.
Drilled down the line, and it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. And he will make it there to start the 8th. It's a leadoff double. Standing in, Robinson Cano. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet.
Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's safe. Striding into the box, Buster Posey. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And to score is the runner from third.
And if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was the 27 Yankees up there. Now that's 16 runs they've pushed across so far in my scorebook. Well, it's starting to look like one big ink spot.
David Price will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a liner. Foul. A softly hit ball here, foul, off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. The 0-2 home. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
And that wasn't a protection swing up there with the 0-2 count either. He smoked that pitch. Just wound up being right at somebody.
Here's Ryan Braun now. High and deep to straightaway right. Piscotty racing back at the track. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Brewers lead this one 16-2. Yadier Molina will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Hard to do much better than this. I mean, here are the only 3 batters he's faced since coming on. Strikeout, strikeout, and strikeout. Boy, that is flat dealing there.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Number 36 will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Ground ball left side. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
The hits have certainly been few and far between so far. just their third hit of the ball game, and we're in inning number 8. From an offensive standpoint, you know, that's just not going to get it done.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rendell Grichuk. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. 9th inning coming up. Nice shot of downtown St. Louis as we're set for the 9th inning here from Busch Stadium. Trevor Rosenthal will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Rosenthal.
Corey Seager digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher. Mike Trout digging, looking to make this a very memorable ball game as he's already 5 for 5.
You know, if he just fell down in the box and made snow angels in the dust, it would still be a game to remember, Matty.
Well, this is just turning into a game for the ages now. This is his 6th hit of the game. My partner, Steve, he had months where he didn't get 6 hits.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Yoenis Cespedes digs in, and he'll try to improve on a 1 for 5 effort thus far.
Yeah, and you know, guys, the difference between a 2 for 6 and a 1 for 6 is a big deal. So let's see what he can do here.
Rosenthal's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Line toward the alley and left center. Holiday is there, and he puts this one away. Stephen Piscotty will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Brandon Moss will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame. To short. Cano for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, what a nice job to come in here and finish this one off. And with that, he picks up career save number 1. So nice going.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
His record is now 2-1.
So that just about does it.